Acting? Acting. Hi, I'm Alicia.
And I'm Tiana.
We're two working actors. We happen to be women.
We happen to be Black. Sometimes that matters.
And sometimes it doesn't. Either way,
we're here to talk about all things acting, from personal experiences
to the industry itself, and of course our love of the craft.
So join us as we chat with each other, as well as the occasional acting friend, as we talk about all things
acting. Welcome back.
Hi, everyone. Happy Thursday. Thirsty Thursday. Oh, we got our drinks.
I love it.
How's it going?
You know, it's going. I had the weirdest start to my week. Okay, Tuesday night. I'm going and I had to edit the episode that we released today.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, I get ready for bed and I'm like, okay, great. It's like a 40-minute episode. I'll edit it before I go to bed. It'll be fantastic. Yeah. And so I finish my nighttime routine and I go to upload the video to my editing software. Girl, I passed out. I don't remember.
You did this after class? You went to class, right?
I did. That's why I was so late.
Yeah.
That's probably why I passed out. But I didn't feel tired. Like, I literally did not feel tired. I literally felt like, oh, it's fine. Because I got home. I didn't get home super late because we don't usually linger when we have class on Tuesdays, as you know. So I didn't get home super late. I ate something really quick. And then I was like, okay, I'll get ready for bed and I'll edit this episode and I'll go to sleep. And then I go and I'm like uploading and I literally passed out. And I woke up.
Yeah.
So it was around maybe 12:30 when this happened. Mm-hmm. And I woke up at 2. My candle was still lit. My light was still on. My heater was still going.
Yeah.
I was like, what happened? And you want to know what I did? I closed my laptop and I went back to sleep. And I woke up again at 5 o'clock to finally blow out the candle. Yeah.
Oh, see, I was thinking you blew out the candle first.
No, I literally closed the laptop.
Okay.
Rolled over.
Left the
light on.
That's okay.
It was the weirdest, most bizarre thing. Because I'm like, I've never passed out like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Yeah. I'm not even mad at that. It's been that type of time where it's like, yes, at any given moment, especially with you going back to class. This is what, the third week of class?
Second week.
Yeah. So you're probably like getting back in the swing of things, you know?
Yeah. And I honestly, I feel like I've changed a bit since I was last in class in terms of like how I prioritize my schedule. So like, I'm finding that, I'm really trying not to fall back into that old habits because, like, as you know, I had a horrible sleep schedule for like the longest time. So I'm trying not to fall back into old habits, and I was scared that starting class back up would trigger that. So I'm working like really hard to like prioritize.
That's really good. Well. Yeah, that's good. Didn't you do a scene in class that you wrote this week?
Yes. So I didn't actually write it. I just put that in the chat because I don't know. So it was a friend of mine. It's just like, they're not going to want to do it if they don't think I wrote it. I don't know.
No, what? Okay, go ahead.
But I did let everybody know that I did not write the scene. No, it was a friend of mine. So he wrote a feature length that he went to school for film. He's a filmmaker. He works, he does like industrials for a medical company right now. But he wants to be like, make movies, obviously. And so he wrote a feature length and he sent it to me. He's doing rewrites. And I'm like, let me pull out a couple scenes and have my friends do it. And so Lenny and Harry did it. And it honestly was so good.
I can't wait to see it.
It's so, so good. Whenever Harry sends me the video, I will post a clip of it. But yeah, no, it was really fun. And yeah, it was neat. It's always nice seeing people's things come to life.
I was going to ask, are you going to send it to your friend?
Yeah.
So he can.
Yeah.
I think that it's such a cheat code to be friends with an actor, especially one that's, like starting out, because if we have a director friend or a writer friend, obviously we're down to bring that to life for you. And you obviously don't have to pay us. But like, we can all work together. We're eger for this.
We're happy to do it. We're like so happy to do it.
Yeah. Well, that's such a cheat code. So any, actors, other actors, writers, producers, anything want to collab in the Philly area. We know some people, even if like it's not like a role for us, like we know people that
It's
could,
literally like the reason I did it, or like we talked about me doing it, or like bringing it to class, is because he just wanted to make sure that it looked and
yeah,
sounded right.
exactly.
You know, like he
Which
literally
is
was just
fair.
like, because when we were talking about it, he's like, I'm like a little like hesitant about my dialogue. And mind you, when I was reading it, I thought the dialogue was perfect, but I was like, no,
Yeah,
I totally get it because like
yeah.
it's hard to gauge sometimes.
Right,
Um, but
right.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
definitely. He's even like talked about like maybe coming and like watching it in person so he can give notes. And yeah,
I
yeah,
think Brian would love that.
he would. Oh, bro, when I told Brian, he was like, "Are you gonna send them to him? Is he gonna have him
Yeah.
give us notes?" He was like so excited.
I thought we were going to have conversations about you jumping into writing, but that's
Not yet.
fine.
Not yet. No, we'll get there because I am trying to write something, several somethings.
You know what? We have so many ideas. Why don't we all just write do like an anthology series where it's like everyone has their own episode?
Mm-hmm.
By the way, this is maybe like the 16th idea that we've had to pull us all in because,
Yeah.
like we said, we're all eager actors, and some of us writers, some people I think will be great directors if they go down that path. I think you'd be a great director. Did I tell you that?
I don't know, but thank you. My problem is I would be a control freak, and so
Yeah.
this is a forewarning. I'm putting it out here now. Whoever's working with me in the future, I'm sorry, I am a control freak, but I will do my
Yeah.
best to not be. But yeah, thank you. I appreciate
It's hard when you have a vision of exactly how you want things to go.
that. Mm-hmm.
And it's like you're just
Yeah.
seeing it in front of you and it's not exactly what you want.
Right. Like if it's just missing like the slightest little thing. But I
Literally.
mean, I also like collaborating. So I'm going I plan on being very collaborative as well. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
Yeah. I think you'd be good
Yeah.
at that.
Thank you. Thank
If
you.
you talk to people very well, communicate with them,
I try.
you know? Yeah.
Period. Oh, how was your week?
I gotta stop doing this because I'm not I'm not missing a part of my brain or something,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like I really don't I go blank when you ask me. I don't I'm so
That's
sorry.
fair.
I'm so sorry. There's not, yeah, I worked a lot and then got a few rehearsals coming up. I have a big rehearsal coming up on Sunday where I'm supposed to have all my lines down for another play, the other play that I'm in. And so I'm
Wait,
glad I have the weekend off.
is this the Black History one?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
I don't
Got
have a lot
time.
of lines, but I have a few mini monologues.
Mm.
So working
Period.
on that. But yeah, it's good.
Well, with that in mind, I wanna, if you don't mind, segue into one of our topics.
Yeah, let's do it.
Process. You said you have a couple huge monologues. What is your process when you're like going through and connecting with the character and while trying to memorize your lines for something like that?
Well, with this one, it's been a little bit different because it is an actual person
Mm,
and there is research and documentation involved with this project in general. So, first, I dug into a lot of the research because I didn't really know who this person was.
okay.
And hopefully, after this whole project is done, because I don't want to like step on their toes or anything, because it is kind of like a research project thing.
Mm-hmm.
But after all of this is done, I would love to dive more into who these characters are, well, who these people were when they were alive. But it was a lot of that. So learning about the character, the actual person,
Mm-hmm.
who they were surrounded by, and then reacquainting myself with that time period first before I even got to the memorization. That was a huge
Mm-hmm.
discussion between the production team and the actors was how much research we needed to do to be able to come authentically through the pages.
Right.
And then with memorizing, it's just the same old stuff I use. It's just constant repetition. Like we said before on a different episode, saying the lines out loud when I'm doing things like
Mm-hmm.
taking out the trash or when I'm driving. Driving is my favorite time to like keep going through the lines or like play a recording of me saying the lines so that I
Oh,
can kind of get it into my head instead of like listening to music or something.
yeah,
And
yeah,
then once I get that, hopefully it'll all merge together and we'll be good and dandy. But
yeah.
yeah, for now it's just been a lot of that and also a lot of lately. rehearsals with the actors one-on-one without the director, which,
Without the director. Oh, that's
yeah,
interesting.
yeah, because it's kind of like an ensemble piece,
Hmm.
it's harder to rehearse it by yourself. There's a lot of moments where I'm introducing someone or I'm asking someone a question and it's a full-on conversation. So it's like, well, if you want to rehearse that, it's probably best you pull the person aside and be like, all right, let's go through pages 18 through 20. Let's
Right.
do that. A quick Zoom, 45 minutes. It doesn't have to be that long, but just so you can get in the habit of their cadence and
Hmm.
kind of lock into the energy that they're giving out and then,
Hmm.
go from there.
And then it also makes me think of what you said last, I maybe a couple episodes ago of just
Hmm.
trying to find the beats and find like the beats
Yeah.
within like when you're supposed to come in, like
Yeah.
when does it, like how does it feel how to make it feel natural,
Yeah. Yes.
so interesting. So how's that been going, like one on one?
It's cool. I mean, some of the people involved are not as experienced.
Okay.
I was about to say as I am, but I'm not that experienced compared to a lot of other people. But like there's some people
I've
that have
also
just
been in
walked
classes
in.
for several years.
But
Okay, it
it's
counts. It
yeah,
counts.
I mean, there's people that like they're more on like the research side of this.
Okay.
So they're not necessarily actors. So we've been trying to find like our chemistry. And so that comes with just talking to a person, maybe a little
Hmm.
bit, interacting with them. So, yeah, it's going well.
So to your point of like some of them aren't necessarily like acting isn't like their chosen path, have you been like found
Mhm.
yourself stepping into like a teaching role almost because you that is what you do?
I feel like that's crossing a line.
Okay, so you just
I don't like to because the director will definitely lead us to where we need to go.
hmm
And if they ask, I, I'll give my input, but I'll say, well, I'm just kind of trying to figure out whatever works for me. Like, I'm not an expert on this, it's
hmm
just that for this line, it kind of worked this way for me, but there's also a lot of other things I need to kind of get in the pocket of as well. But I don't ever want to do that with an actor. I am like, I don't remember if it was Brian or if it was someone else that basically is saying like it's not your job to correct another actor. And I don't ever want my scene partner to feel like I am trying to direct them because I am not at all. I don't want to impede on their process. I trust them as an adult to bring to the character what casting saw in them, and we'll
hmm
leave it there. We'll just, write off
Yeah,
the vibes.
that's
So
really mature. That's really mature. I feel like
I just don't want no smoke.
a lot of people don't see it that way. I feel like have you ever been in class and like had like
Yes.
yeah.
Maybe like a
Yeah.
couple of times. And
Not yeah, no, not frequently. No, not frequently at all. But
it
is
wasn't malicious.
mm-mm.
And I genuinely think that most people, when they do that, they're trying to help.
It doesn't
But
go out that way though.
it's like icky. And then,
It
like, in
is.
my mind, I'm like, I'm never doing a scene with you again if I can help it. So,
Like you kind of know what it feels like, right?
yeah.
Just
Yeah.
like there's a difference between like having like an open conversation of like what you're both trying to achieve in the scene and like
Yes.
someone like literally telling you like, oh no, you should do it this way.
Unless they've
You know?
written the scene,
Unless,
then
yes, exactly.
I'll take direction from you because this is your piece. Like I have no problem
Exactly.
doing that. But like if we're just like this is a scene we pulled from an old Blue Blood script, can you just let me do my thing?
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you.
Can you give me like 5 feet of space, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's
Yeah.
valid. That's valid. Okay, so like so in contrast with your other character then that you're doing, like how because that one's not a real person, right? Like that's a
No.
fictitious story, yeah. So
Yeah.
so like how did you feel like approaching that since like there wasn't really much research to do in terms of that character?
I used a lot of reference points from the play that I was in before
Hmm.
because kind of similar standings in terms of like class and also job. Like I played a secretary, I think she was, in the
Hmm.
last play I did. And in this play, this woman is I don't know what her like technical title is, but she's like the cook, the maid. She lives with the family. She's been with the family forever. So like I brought
Housekeeper.
yeah, a lot like a lot of what I worked on for the last play brought that into this. And then I've just been building off the top of that. And I've also been, because that's also an ensemble production.
Mm-hmm.
No one really has a lot of lines. Everyone's kind of building off of each other. So a lot of the characterization has also come from how I exist in that space with everyone else, because it's a lot of craziness going on.
Interesting. Okay.
So, how am I adding to the craziness? Am I comfortable with the craziness? Am I just a rock and it all just happens around me and I'm the only stable person there? Those are the type of conversations that I've been having with myself
Okay.
for
And
the
does it like change throughout the course of the play? Like, does that like does your position within the context of this the play and the other
Mhm.
characters, does that change? Like maybe like some moments you are a rock and like other times like you are the chaos and other times you're just kind of going with the flow. Like, do you find that, or like once you make a choice, like you stuck with it?
I think she's pretty stagnant.
Okay.
In my mind, she's very much, she's used to this shit. Like this family is bonkers, but
I
she's
can't wait to
been
see
with
it.
them for so long. Like they're really goofy. And I think she does her job in that chaos and she knows they're off their rocker. And that,
Okay.
that's fine. I think that's very consistent throughout the play. At least that's how I've been doing it. So
Yeah. Yeah.
I've also tried not to look at other adaptations of the play.
Mm. Okay. So you're
I
not so you don't want to see how other because it's kind of like when like if we do a scene in class and Brian's like don't watch it yet, like I
Yeah.
would like have your like, or is it kind of that mindset of like you don't want them influencing how you're doing?
Yes, at all. I don't want any influence because because again, with this role, I'm also younger than most of the other people that have played it. So
Mm-hmm.
it's like, I don't want to try to act older or like I don't want to become too caricature-y because this is a Black woman in the 30s. Like, I'm not, I want to do what I've brought to it. And then if it's a problem, the director, we can have a conversation with it. But I think so far she's fine with
Okay.
what I've been doing. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't want to. I've seen like a couple clips of it, but I didn't want to get too attached to how
Mm-hmm.
it should be. You know what I mean? So,
Right. Right. And do
yeah.
you think moving forward, I feel like I'm so sorry. This is not I didn't mean I feel like I'm
That's so,
interrogating you
yeah,
right
we're
now.
really into it. Oh my gosh. No.
Like I just have so many questions.
Yeah.
And I'm curious because like you're mainly because like all I have is class right now. Like I've been telling everybody I've been like super lazy of just like I'm not submitting like I want to.
Hmm.
Um so I'm just super curious, like see now I don't even remember the question, so I guess it's fine. It's fine. That's
Yeah,
it's
that's
fine.
fine. I really want to know. You'll remember it in
Went
like
off on
10
a
minutes.
side thought.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I promise it was relevant.
Yeah.
Fuck, I don't know. Anyway.
Well,
Well,
it's all
yeah.
good.
But
Do
that
you,
made me think. Mhm. Oh, go
yeah.
ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, because now I'm wondering, I have never put weeks of prep into the characters for class because we also don't have weeks to kind of build up a scene.
Mm.
You might know what you're doing
Two
ahead
at
of
most.
time.
Yeah.
That I was gonna say that because you're just jumping, you're doing from scene to scene, and I'm always like, I'll focus on this one first. And then if I have a scene I want to do in the future, I won't even look at it until I'm done with the current, because there's always more work to do on the current scene you're doing, even if
Right.
once you get the lines down, once da, da, da. So I was gonna ask like how much time do you put into characterizing your characters for class?
Great question. I love that question. Thank you. Um, so I'm making it a point. I want to be a better actor and I want to have better processes. I want to have like an
Mhm.
actual routine. I want to have that discipline. So I am making it a point to actually look at the script before class because between you, me, and the trees and everyone watching this, I would usually just print it out and like read the script literally on my way to class, like in the car driving to class. Like that's the first time
Mhm.
I'm looking at it. And I don't
Mhm.
want to do that anymore. Like I want to actually practice. Like fine, if I'm not working, let me treat class like it is my work. I'm
Hmm.
showing up, like, and I mean, should I have been doing that for years? Yeah, sure, but
Hmm.
I'm a person. I don't know what to tell you. I'm
Yeah.
human.
Yeah.
So I'm like, let 2026 be the year of the great lock-in. Like, I really want to practice getting into those habits. So I say that to say, with the scene that I did this week,
Hmm.
I did it with Joanne, one of our classmates, one of our good friends, love her bad.
Hmm.
And I printed it out. We chose a scene a couple days before. I printed it out, I read over it, and I thought, I went into it with like, what is my character trying to get out of this scene at the moment?
Hmm.
Like, what is my goal?
Yeah.
What is my purpose, et cetera, et cetera. And
Yeah.
then I just kind of like spent the day before class thinking about that, so that when it came time to practice, I already had an idea of how I wanted to bring this character to the scene. And then
Yeah.
I just wanted to see what Joanne would do, because obviously that's going to then influence what I'm doing, right? Like, it's like
Right.
a give and take. So that's pretty much how I've been approaching it, and how I'm going to be approaching it moving forward.
Hmm.
And hopefully I can, knock on wood, stick to that.
Do you write in between the dialogue, like your thoughts of the character?
I try, but sometimes I just don't be having fucking thoughts.
Yeah.
Being so honest, like, I try, and I don't like feeling like I'm forcing it, because I'm like, then it just feel
Right.
like, because and then sometimes I find, like, when I do, I get stuck on that thought, and
On
so
that
now
thought.
I'm thinking more about the thought than what me, the character, is supposed to be doing or saying in the scene.
Mm.
you
Okay.
know
Okay.
so I mean, so if sometimes I will, like, if I think it's going to give me like a little extra oomph, like,
Hmm.
if the scene calls for like a dramatic reaction or something, then I might,
Hmm.
because that's when, like, that'll help that reaction. But
Right.
usually no.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do
What
you
about you?
feel?
Sorry.
I
Yeah.
did I did do that for um Dominic's short film.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I did that. With plays, I haven't been doing that at all with theater.
Oh, really?
I don't think I've done that for not to say that
Like,
there aren't thoughts.
yeah.
But
Is it like a conscious choice? Like, it's just like, I don't, like, you just, like, you feel
I'm
like it's not necessary?
I'm gonna be honest with you, with the dialogue and then with all of the stage directions that come with and between the lines, writing the thoughts of the character is almost like that's the last thing on my list.
Mm,
Like I have to know where I'm moving and stuff because that really informs a lot of what's going. Because then, let's say if it says in the script that you're walking over to the door and you're about to leave, but you don't leave. But let's say the director, for some reason, is like, we're not going to do that because our set doesn't allow for that. So now I have to have a different thought. So why even come up with the thoughts
okay.
first? Like it's almost like in the moment in the rehearsal, if we rehearse like that, like, okay, I'm going to open up the door now. Okay, obviously that's the thoughts of my character in my head, and I'm thinking whatever else, and then I react. But if the blocking change, then my thoughts have to change because my reason for not opening the door or opening the door or walking the other way, it has to be justified in my head, even if I'm not
Yeah.
saying it out loud. So
Yeah.
I feel like the thoughts of the character for me, for theater, is not, I'm like the lines, the blocking and then the thoughts of the character all the way down here. You can't see it, but
Interesting. And you want to know, and that makes me think, like, and that's just another one of the many differences, as we've spoken about, between theater and screen, or stage and screen. But that's fascinating to me, because I feel like with screen, because, and Brian, our acting coach, he says it all the time, the camera is like right in your face. So like, we have
yeah.
to think the thoughts of those characters, because the camera is going to pick up the thoughts of the characters
Yeah.
in our face. But on
Mhm.
stage, you don't necessarily have to do that. So like, it
That
totally
too.
makes sense that you're like, I mean, yeah, it's gonna help, like, it's gonna help inform the context, like, behind, like, so you feel the reason why you're saying what you're saying, but it's not
Hmm.
necessarily for the audience's benefit, like it is for screen.
Yeah. I just think there's so many adjustments that are made up until Tech Week
Hmm.
that I almost can't get my hands fully around what I want to do until I get there. Now, the lines are obviously memorized by that point. The blocking is memorized by that point, even though the blocking's probably going to change during Tech Week. But I don't think I can actually like I would be able to write the thoughts of the character after the show and then,
Mm.
say that going forward. And I don't know if that's the right way to do it, but like With screen stuff,
Nice.
I definitely have started writing more, and I never used to do that. And then you get to class,
Really?
and Brian would be like, "So, what's the?" and
And then he gives
I'd
the
be
homework.
sitting
So what
like,
I want you to do is go home and write the thoughts of it and just sit down with it.
yeah. No, but I've definitely, and I've done it
Really?
for, so the stuff that I've written,
Mhm.
I wrote, I have versions of this, the thoughts of each character while someone else is speaking, but I will not show that to whoever's acting. This is a scene that like I want to shoot eventually, and I've like written a few, but
Right.
because it's not fair for me to tell you what you should be thinking. I feel like I'm gonna leave that up to you. I trust the actors or whatever. But in my mind, I do have a way that like I would kind of like it to go, and then but I won't share that.
I think that's kind of brilliant though, because then like as the writer and as the creator of the story, that also helps inform you of your characters and like in the story and it helps I think like fill in some of the story, even though it's not going to
Yeah.
be included, right? It's not going to be
Yeah.
included in the final product. The actors are never going to know, but it's going to
Right.
help you, the writer, also justify what your characters are saying and doing. So I think that I've never even thought about doing that, but that's brilliant.
Well, because I wanted to have like a shot list
Mm,
because I was talking to another one of our classmates, Shane, and I was like, well, I know how I want this to look. Like, I know the camera angles that I want. Now,
mm,
we are working with a like, there is no budget. There's no, like, this is probably going to be shot on like my phone.
mm,
But I do know that there's certain moments that I want to capture this face and this reaction because I'm thinking that this character is going to have a reaction to whatever they just said. So, in order for me to justify that shot list for myself, I have those thoughts kind of written in where it's like so and so thinks, oh, I've been caught or whatever. So I know I need
mm-hmm.
to capture that moment for
Yeah.
editing purposes in the future. Like this is all,
You're just
beyond,
like
but
thinking ahead. Yeah.
yeah.
Nice, nice.
So
I love
yeah.
that. I love that.
Well,
Well,
do you ever play two characters at once? No,
okay. Pausing, and I will edit this part out. So this is a note for editing Alicia. I was thinking because I think we've already been going for about 20 minutes. Do you want to go in if you because I know you really want to start having us like focus on like tightening the episodes for at least for now. So do you want to just
Mhm.
like go into performance or yeah, favorite performance? Because usually we get like a 10-minute conversation out of that. And then
We could,
do
and then do the
that
two
topic next
performances.
week.
Yeah, we could do that because I feel like that's going to
Or the
be
week after, I should say.
yeah, that's going to be a full episode by itself. I think that's probably going to be
Right.
the only thing we talk about
Right.
when
Yeah.
we do that.
And I
That's good.
and I feel like
Yeah.
we had like a good conversation and I feel like this was like fleshed out in like a good
Yeah.
length.
This was a good conversation. I don't even know how it started. But yeah, we could do that.
Okay, cool.
I don't know how we got here. Yeah.
All right, hell yeah. So favorite performance.
Okay.
Have you been
Um,
watching things this week? Have you been watching people this week?
honestly, I have a really guilty pleasure of just watching really ratchet reality shows, and that
Live your truth, queen.
from the early 2000s. I'm not talking about
Oh,
this new stuff. I'm talking about all the
the
early.
good stuff.
Yes, all the trash stuff that is now available on Tubi. So, but I have been watching a few movies. Did I say SWAT last week?
Mm-mm.
Because SWAT has me in a choke. I feel like I did say
Really?
that the movie, not the show. I haven't seen the show.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen either. I don't think you said SWAT. I'm trying to remember what you said on that episode. I can't.
I
I
don't
can. You know what?
remember. But you know
I'm
what?
just gonna.
That's fine because if I said it, I can give big ups to everyone because I feel like everyone in that movie was really, really good. Samuel
Yeah.
L. Jackson, obviously, he's really funny, and I think he plays a relaxed, sarcastic, powerful, um, intelligent officer very well. He's like the leader of the group, and they go do the
Mhm.
things, and I think he does that very well. What's his name? Oh, come on. I'm gonna blank. I'm gonna blank. Colin? I think it's Colin. Don't do this to me.
Colin Farrell.
I think it is, but stop. I should know this.
Dark hair,
It is.
British.
It's Colin, yeah, Colin Farrell. Is he British or is he
Who's British? Is he not
Irish?
British? Well,
We might be committing a cardinal sin here
we
because
might be. Colin Farrell, I promise I love you. You're so handsome. Don't hate. Oh, hold on. That's Colin
he's Irish.
Farrell.
You have to take that
Irish.
back.
That's what it is. Oh my
You,
God, I really do. I am so
yeah, you have
sorry.
to take that back.
I'm so sorry. That's crazy. I knew he was from that region.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He's really good though. All of them.
Yeah.
And LL Cool J, like I kind
That's
of
so
like
cute.
when the rappers from yesteryear do acting because some of them
Specifically.
now, honey.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No. But yes, and Ice T, like Ice T on Law and Order,
Yep,
love him
yep,
down. Or
yep.
it's Law and Order, right? Yeah, that he's on.
Yeah, Law and Order.
Um,
Queen
Ice T,
Latifah.
Queen. Oh my God, Queen Latifah, Queen, actually Queen. Like not even kidding.
Also,
Like love her bad.
Eve. Do you remember Eve had her own TV show?
She did, and she was in a movie too, wasn't she?
Barbershop.
Yes.
Yeah, all those rappers of like the
Common.
90s.
Mm-hmm.
Common, he's good.
Mm-hmm.
He's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that
They don't do that
movie
anymore.
has me in a chokehold. Girl, no, they do, but it's not good. It's not
Okay.
good.
Okay. They
There's
do and they shouldn't. Actually, they do and they shouldn't.
I gotta find there's a running joke with one of those shows that they were just sprinkling rappers in and it was not great. But
Oh,
you know what though? They
wait,
don't
was it? No, I won't. Actually, I'm not even gonna name drop. I'm not even gonna. I'm just gonna. Whoop.
whatever you were about to say, it probably is, but they don't have to be
Mm.
good at acting because they make so much money off of music. But it's like we had thespians, okay? These rappers.
Tupac went to Juilliard.
Can we
Okay, let's
not?
talk about it. Let's
No,
talk
because
about it.
you know how I feel about Tupac, first of all. Getting
Your connection with
getting
him.
emotional. Here's the
Your
thing.
connection.
He was a thespian, okay? He I have his
Mhm.
book of poetry and he from a
Ooh.
young years,
Mm?
he was good.
Nice.
He was a true creative,
Yeah.
okay? Something that I think a lot of people are lacking now. Like people are not, what's the word? Interdisciplinary.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's like
They
one,
don't know how to cross. They don't know how to cross. They don't have like
yeah.
honestly. Well, I won't get too far into it, but I think the problem, my personal beef with mainstream music, is
Hmm.
that a lot of it lacks the poetry that I feel like we used to have.
Alicia, you just reminded me to finish my Substack because
Mm.
why are rappers having conversations about how people don't need to read? Are you joking? There are so many rappers from the 80s and the 90s, Wu-Tang Clan, who,
Rapping is an art form because of literacy. Like
how
what?
are you going to be a storyteller and you're advocating for people not to be able to read or not to choose
Not
to
to
read?
read. Yeah, yeah,
That's crazy to me.
yeah, yeah.
Anyway, like what type of storytelling are we? Storytelling? Okay. All right. I'm I'm just a fan. I'm so
Save it for the
offended by
Substack. Save it for the Substack, girl. Yes, but no, yes,
it.
because
Offended.
it's getting scary times. I mean, in many ways, but that's certainly one of them. Um, Bright side though, I don't know if you know the popular streamer Kai Sinet. Kai
I do
Sina.
know him.
Yes, he's been reading on stream.
Yep.
Apparently, that's like his
Yep.
new thing.
Yep.
So shout out to him because we really need people to start reading books again.
Yeah. And
As a society.
yeah, I saw a clip where he was like, when he doesn't know a word, he looks it up. And that's exactly what I do. And I've been doing it for years. I have the dictionary
Mm-hmm.
app on my phone, or you can just go old school and get a dictionary. But it's like, there's no shame in not knowing. That actually, you should be proud
Should be that
that,
actually.
yeah, that
Yeah.
you're wanting to know more. Like, that's crazy to me that someone would look down on that. But yes, he's doing his thing right now.
He's doing something for the youth. May it spread like fire
Oh, they need
because
to
we
read
really need people to read and
and
understand the
write.
context behind the world that they live in because that is like really the best way to understand anything that's happening is to fucking read. So it's my soapbox. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your performance?
So I just finished I Love LA, made by Rachel Sennett.
Okay.
Do you,
Yes.
yeah, are you familiar with it?
Yeah, I haven't watched it though.
If you ever get around to it, I loved it. I knew I was gonna love it when it was first announced, and it
Mm.
sure is fact did like live up to its hype for me. I thought it was
Okay.
hilarious. I thought it was fun. True Whitaker, Forrest Whitaker's daughter, is in it, and
Okay.
she phenomenal. And I really loved her character because, and someone pointed it out on Twitter of just like you don't really get to see like these kinds of roles for Black women on
Right.
mainstream TV. Of like
Uh-huh.
she's just a pretty rich girl just out here doing her
Yep.
thing, you know,
Yep.
just carefree. Like she's like yeah, like whatever. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I love that. I love that for
Yes.
her. And she ate that
Yes.
role up, and that whole series was just phenomenal. And I can't wait for season two. So
Yeah.
definitely loved it. Yeah.
What platform is that?
It is HBO Max.
HBO Max. Okay. Okay.
So whenever that comes up in your rotation, put it on the list.
I'm not gonna lie, so I don't have any of them right now.
Okay.
I've just been living on Tubi, but I think
Tubi's
the
great.
next one I'm gonna get for like a couple months is Netflix because I've been
Mm-hmm.
hearing a lot about His and Hers, and it sounds like something that I would really be interested in. So I think that's the next thing I'm gonna
I have
watch.
not heard of that because I haven't had Netflix for like 2 months. So I
Girl.
wanna. There are things that on there that I want to catch up on. Is it a reality show or is it a show
Mhm.
show?
It's a show with Tessa Thompson. Tessa
Oh, love
Thompson, did I say her
her.
name right?
I think so.
And oh, what's his name? John Bear. Don't get me talking. I don't know how to say his last name. Bear
What's it called? Him and hers.
Bernthal.
Oh,
I heard it's really good, and I'm trying not to spoil it for myself because
okay.
it sounds like a show that I would really enjoy.
Okay.
So whenever I do get a little bit of money, I'm definitely gonna go back to Netflix for a little bit, watch
Yeah.
that.
I've not
Maybe
heard of that. I'm gonna have to look into it.
it's like a thriller,
Okay.
and apparently there's like a twist or something. Like it's like one of those. Yeah. And then I'll probably run through all of Stranger Things.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the
Oh,
one that I'm ready to catch
yeah.
up on.
It'll probably take me a month or two.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Enough time to like get through it.
Yeah, and then after that I'll switch. I haven't had Max in a while. So,
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't. I think it's been about maybe a year, year and a
yeah.
half. Whenever they were just Max, before they changed it back
Girl,
to HBO Max, is
girl,
the last time that I had it.
they were joking. They were really they play too much. Anyway, they play way too much. But
You
they're my
know,
favorite because I love all like HBO for me has a good run of shows. And like
consistently.
good from like beginning to in the classics that
Hmm.
now people talk about, like The Sopranos and The Wire.
Yes, yes,
And
and that's another one I have to watch The Sopranos because, like, when I tell you, like, I'm seeing it everywhere, and like people are making me feel like I'm going crazy. Maybe I'll start that now, even though I'm using my friend's account and it's about to expire in a couple weeks, like a week.
hmm,
So like maybe I'm just gonna like binge. I don't know. Anyway, but yeah,
Sopranos is pretty good.
yeah,
But I
me too.
will say, both when I was watching The Sopranos and The Wire,
Hmm.
I had so much anxiety and I was also really irritable because I I felt like I was in the life. Like I was in it.
you were you were too committed, girl.
Girl, I was like, yeah, give me some gabagool. What you mean? Nah, but The Sopranos is good. That
I
last
have to watch it.
season is dark as fuck. Like,
Yeah,
literally, the cinematography is like it's just because some shit is going down the last season, but and then
yeah.
the plot line really it's dark. Oh, it's dark.
I have
But
to. I've heard nothing but phenomenal things about it.
you know what? That's one series or two series that I might see if I can find like a box set of DVDs on.
Yeah,
I would for sure keep, that's worth buying. That's worth having physical.
that's a really intense. Like, yeah, it's that good.
Because also those are some of this, like I have an HBO binder of
Hmm.
scripts
Oh,
of pilots actually, and The Wire and The Sopranos are in there.
no.
And then like some of my favorite season openers are from The Wire and The Sopranos as well. The writing is crazy. And the acting is
Mm.
great, but I think the writing
Yeah.
is really, really good, in my opinion.
Okay. Okay. I'll start The Sopranos. I'll start The Sopranos. At least The Sopranos. The Wire is not so much my flavor in terms of genre. Like I'm not. I know. I
The
know.
Wire. No, the
It's
listen.
good though.
It's really
Well,
good.
I know it's good. I shouldn't have like I know it's good. People will tell me it's good all like I literally all you hear about The Wire is that it's
And
phenomenal.
also, it's really good because by the end of the series, it's all wrapped like it's a complete story. And
Okay,
you
that's
don't
good.
really see that until you get to the end because each season kind of has a different focus. So like
Oh.
season one is like the streets, drug dealers, all that stuff. Season two is about dock workers, which kind of throws you for a loop because the dock workers and the it doesn't seem like it does. Then season
Oh.
three, I think it was the kids, or no, the kids were season four, so like the education system. I can't remember what season three was. And then five kind of wraps it all up and it's chef's kiss. It's fucking amazing. Oh,
You saying all that helps me realize that I have no idea what that show's about. Maybe I'll watch that instead because I have no
drugs,
idea. Like I have okay. Okay.
straight
Drugs.
drugs,
Drugs. Okay.
brutal drug shit in Baltimore.
Mm,
Very nostalgic too. It was
mm.
early 2000s and Idris kind of blew up off
It
of that.
yes, that was his
He
calling card. Yeah.
he ate that roll up. But anyway, that's we can talk about that another time, but yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. Well, this is good. This is fun.
Yeah.
I hope you have a great rest of your night. And
Mhm.
thank you everyone so much for tuning in
We'll see you next week.
for another one.
Yeah, again.
Again. All right.